Hello, and welcome to my presentation. My name is Blake Hitchinson, and I'm going to be talking about the taxi industry sector heavily focused on Uber. So the most important elements of the customer experience in the taxi industry are as followed. So the most important, in my opinion, is giving great customer service. It's all about giving that pleasurable ride, making it functional so it's easy to use. It's also about having emotional connection with the passengers, so having that laugh with them. Innovation is also key, so letting the passenger put their own music on, because at the end of the day, the rider wants to feel at ease. John Smith also claimed that the best way to gain good customer service is to encourage customer feedback and let the customer choose what they think of the service, i.e. a 5-star rating system. Also, having a clear business model, that's another key concept. So it's having a plan so you can secure market dominance, whether that be the faster routes or the drivers knowing the routes off by heart, cheaper prices or incentives for customers and consumers. So some taxi companies are even supplying bottles of water and having Wi-Fi in the cars as well. So they need to be innovative to create the feeling of brand loyalty and customer engagement by customers. And the sector also has a lot of wealth in it. So the number of licensed taxis and private hire vehicle stood at 285,400 in 2018, according to Taxi Insurer. Like I said, it's constantly evolving. To the right is the trends in taxi and private hire vehicles number in England in 2005 to 2017. The trend hasn't stopped rising since the start of when the figures were recorded. From the data, you can see that 356,300 licensed drivers, 61% with the private hire vehicle only, and 17% with taxi only, and 22% with dual taxi and private hire vehicles. So overall, private hire services provided by 14,600 operators in 2017, which was down by 12% since 2009, and with a much steeper 90% fall in London. So this displays how vital the private hire vehicle are to this industry, as they are crucial to this sector since they bring in such a massive revenue. Also, another key concept is satisfaction. You want to keep the customers happy. So there's many underlying factors to keeping the customer satisfied, and one of them is price. A report in 2018 said that 67% of the public thought that the black cab users' prices were too expensive, and that 85% of the public thought that minicab users' prices were too expensive. Another report stated that the passenger satisfaction level in London was slightly higher than the national average of 68%. This could be because of the meter readings, because unlike Uber, they have a set price or price range when making the bookings. Another point is getting good reviews. So according to Consumer Affairs, Uber received a 3.5-star rating, mainly positives, but they weren't a fan of giving out their credentials. But on the other hand, they love how accessible, efficient and feasible the service is. Let's quickly talk about safety and emissions as well. So keeping emissions low is a must since there's going to be so many cars on the road. I feel like Uber have excelled in this with their fuel efficient cars because mainly all of them are electric. More people in fewer, more efficient cars mean less environmental impact per person, stated by Uber on their website as well. They claim that they're committed to helping people and cities move away from the transportation, overly relying on car ownership towards a shared electric future. And then also, in a policy exchange report, Richard Howe suggests that a way to cut down on fuel emissions was to use fuel cell electric vehicles. So different taxi companies could implement this to positively impact the sector. And then finally, we're just going to talk about if Uber deliver a high customer experience in relation to its competitors. So in my opinion, Uber is so much more efficient and reliable than other taxi services because taxis seem to be losing passengers while Uber is still growing. Anne Schraders said that despite Uber's popularity and growth, they have faced several accusations of criminal activities. But since Uber is so up to date with the times, they've acted upon this by implementing new features such as trusted contacts to ride with family, friends, and 999 assistance. From the research I've undertaken, private hire vehicle play a massive part in the sector. So recording in 2018, 74% of licensed cars industry a private hire vehicle. The total license went up by 1.7% from 2017 and 2018. Then overall, I believe Uber is the best in this sector as it heavily focuses on user experience, as it is an important substance of good customer experience. This is displayed from the ease of navigation and the quick data they display throughout their customer journey. Thank you for listening.